Boys, welcome back to episode 8 of AJ Academy. This is going to be risk management and psychology, arguably the most important factors of trading. I like to think of the road to profitability as 80 or 70 to 80% psychology, and then that 20 to 30% is just your strategy. Yes, your strategy is extremely important. You will not get anywhere without it, but that actual base to becoming profitable, that base to your sustainable future in trading is going to be purely off psychology. If you understand how to manage your own risk and you manage your own emotions in the market, you will be okay in trading. I'll promise you that. So let's get right into it. Risk management. The way I like to trade, obviously, this is not for everyone. Everybody does trade differently, but a standard measure to go by is to risk 1% per trade, right? When it comes to risk to reward, I like to aim for a 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.5. Every trader trades differently. That is not something I can control. If you want to risk 1% to make 3 or 4, if you think making 1% on a trade is not enough for you and you want to make more, by all means go for it. The strategy I teach and the way I trade is really just to go for a low risk to reward, meaning you are going to aim for a 1 or 1-to-1.5. Meaning if you're risking 1%, say your account is worth, you have a $50,000 account, right? You are going to risk $500 per trade, right? I will be more than comfortable making $500 to $1,000 on that given trade. Other traders will not be as comfortable. Other traders would want to make $2,000 or $3,000 off that $500 risk. That is not how I trade. That is not how I teach my students to trade. I preach a low RR, high win rate, meaning you will probably win 70 to 90% of your trades, depending on the month. Obviously, some months you might even lose money, but that is okay. That is part of trading. So let's just say you have a 70 to 90% win rate, meaning out of 10 trades, you are going to win 7 to 9 of them. You are still in a profitable system. You are still trading a profitable system if you're risking $1 to make $1. That is a profitable model at the end of the day. As long as you have more than a 50% win rate, you will make money out of the markets, and that is what is important, right? So a standard measure to go by, risk 1% per trade. You can risk heavier by all means. This is what I just recommend. Risk less if you want to. If you are trading funded accounts, if you are trading personal accounts, you can risk more by all means. I don't know much about personal accounts. I know people like to risk more than 1%. I personally wouldn't. I would risk anywhere between 1 to 5% on a personal live account, meaning it is 100% your money on a live broker. Most of you guys watching are probably trading funded accounts. For a funded account, a standard measure to go by is 1% because most futures prop firms will give you a 3 to 4% buffer on your trades. So 1% on eval. If you even want to risk less, I would risk 0.5 to 1% once you get to that live funded account or that express, whatever prop firm you're trading, that is up to you. So you are going to take 2 trades a day max, right? And everything that I wrote down is super easy for you to follow by just looking at it. But when it actually comes to time in the markets, you are going to get emotional. If I tell you 2 trades a day max, you come into the market and you lose your first trade, you are going to get emotional. You're going to think, holy shit, I'm down $500. I'm down $1,000. I cannot end the day like this. I have to end the day green. You're going to get emotional. You're going to lose your edge in the market. You're not even going to follow your strategy. You're just going to press buy and sell until you see green. That is the one thing that is going to hold you back from ever making money in the markets. You have to be okay with seeing a red P&L. You have to be okay with being down for the day. You have to be okay with losing trades, because a losing trade is not a bad trade. A losing trade is part of a winning system, and you have to understand that. You have to realize that a 70-80% win rate with a 1 to 1.5 RR is an extremely profitable model. What does a 70 to 80% win rate means? There is going to be 2 to 3 losses in every 10 trades you take. And every 100 trades you take, you will have to take 20, 30 losses. But you're still going to be green. No trader has an 100% win rate. No trader is going to spend a year just winning every trade. That is not possible. And if it is, glaze to that guy, because I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that in my 2-3 years of trading, which sounds like nothing. That actually sounded pathetic saying that out loud. That is no experience. But overall, like, I've never met a trader who has not taken a loss. That's how trading works. You are meant to take losses, and you are meant to like work through them. All right. Every loss is a learning opportunity, yes, but I like to think of losses as a winning process. I take a loss, I'm okay with it because the odds are my next trade might be a winner. My next trade might be a loser. That is okay. I don't care what my next trade is, as long as as long as I am following my model, because I know that it is a profitable system. It is a profitable process, right? I've seen over $150,000 in the last like what five five months come in using my model. So I know it works. Clearly works. There's no denying that. My students are seeing success. I'm seeing success. Nothing wrong with that. There has been tens, like what am I saying tens, probably 100 losing trades between September to today. No, November till today. Like there's no denying that. And I don't care. I don't care that I take losing trades, because that is part of the process, right? I post about them. I tell you guys the trades I took that I lost, right? And you see me lose these trades, and I don't care. I hop off the charts. I will go onto the market, lose a trade, win or lose, hop off. Risk 1%, win or lose, hop off. A lot of people like the preacher saying set and forget, which I honestly completely agree with. You enter the trade that you think is a good trade, you set your stop loss, you set your take profit, and you let the market ride. You close your computer, you let the market ride. The only issue with that is that I like to trade paying attention to SMTs and the markets and other confluences, meaning if I'm in a long and I see a bearish setup, if I'm in a long and I see a bearish setup starting to set up in the markets, I will close my position, right? I also like to manually exit a lot. That's what's wrong with the saying set and forget, is that let's say the S&P takes out the high and NASDAQ doesn't. That is an SMT. That is a bearish confluence. I would exit my trade there. If you set and forget, you're not able to actually manually exit, and the price might reverse on you, even though your trade idea was 100% valid, right? So the way I trade, again, one win, I hop off the charts. If I'm in a trade, I win my trade, I will still be on the charts to look at potential setups, to tell the Discord, to tell you guys this might be a good setup, this is a good setup. My P&L, my broker is not online at the time, right? I will have my broker off. I will lock myself out, tell myself no more trades, close anything that will allow me to buy and sell, right? Anything related to my prop firm accounts, my live account is not near me. It is not accessible to me by any means. I am not able to click buy or sell, okay? So that is something that I do. Maybe you don't like that or you don't have to do that, but I do recommend it. If you are up on the day, one trade, try to find a way to make it physically impossible for you to re-enter a trade. I know Top Step has rules you can set for yourself. You can set yourself limits. I personally set myself a limit that is 2 trades for the day and I'm off. You can set yourself limits that are saying like, oh, after this time, my charts don't work. After X amount of trades, like lock me out, and it will physically lock you out. It will not let you click buy and sell. Your buy and sell button will not work. Like shit will just not work. And that is a very good approach, but it is not a sustainable approach in the long run. You do want to be able to tell yourself, I'm done trading for the day. I'm done. All right, finally, we got to control your greed. This has to do 100% with psychology, meaning if you are up on a trade and you see your take profit is about to get hit, close the trade, bro. Don't move your take profit. Don't move your stop loss. Don't go and start thinking like price can reverse. What if I get stopped out and then price reverses? That is on you, bro. Your stop loss got hit. That is not anyone's fault but yours. Your stop loss got hit. Maybe it was a good trade. Maybe it wasn't. Hop off the fucking charts. There's no need to chase a dollar amount. Like you have to understand that like a losing trade is completely normal. It is completely okay. Everybody takes losing trades. The best trader in the world. Don't know his name. Don't know who he is. He's probably like locked in his mom's basement. Probably locked in his mom's basement, fucking trading 30 times a fucking day. God knows who he is, right? Or who she is. I don't want to be fucking sexist. But take 1 to 2 trades a day, max. 2 trades. If you lose your first one, de-risk on the second. If you win your first trade, close your fucking computer, hop off for the day, right? I personally, like I told you, I stay on the charts for a little bit, checking out potential setups to tell people about them, analyzing the markets, just to have time, screen time on the markets. Because screen time on the markets is better than anything that you can ever learn on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, wherever the fuck you came from, wherever you're learning from. Screen time on TradingView, on the charts, whatever you want to call it, is by far the most important aspect to actually learning how to trade. real-time experience, live experience on the market, not backtesting. Backtesting is bullshit. Forward testing is much better than backtesting if you want to do some sort of testing, if you don't want to risk any real money. Just paper trade for a bit. It's really not that hard. And understand that psychology is by far the most important aspect of trading. You have to be able to lose a trade and be happy with it. If you lose a trade and you get mad about it, you're letting your emotions control yourself in the market. You are going to start over trading. You're going to take more than 2 trades. You're going to risk more than 1%, and you're going to lose everything. Those are the 3 steps of how you fucking blow your accounts, right? You're unhappy with a loss you took. You force another trade. On the second trade, you are going to risk more. You're going to break all your rules. What happens when you lose that trade? You're going to be more mad that you lost those 2 trades, because now you're mad that you lost the first one and your account's red, and now you're mad that you forced a trade and that you broke your rules. So what are you going to do now? You're going to break your rules even more. You're going to risk more than you did the second time. You're going to lose again. You're going to fall off your edge. You're going to lose fucking everything, okay? You have to stop yourself from falling off that cliff. You have to stop yourself from falling off that edge. You have to catch yourself before you fall. You have to put parameters on yourself. Like I said, lock yourself out, close your computer, set a screen time. I used to have an app on my phone that would stop me from trading after 11 a.m. It only let me open TradingView from 9 to 11 a.m. If you need that, get that shit. It helped me out for a bit. It was like training wheels. It's like training wheels and you take them off, right? Think of these parameters you're setting for yourself as training wheels until you are profitable and you generally understand you are safe to remove them. If you want to keep them, up to you. All right, but think of them as training wheels. 2 trades a day max. If you win your first trade, you're done trading. Hop off. Congratulations, you made money. Don't be a little fucking pig about it. Don't be greedy. Don't let greed control your trading. Don't let it take advantage of you. Take control of you, because once it does, you're fucking cooked. All right, boys, so quick summary. Basically, just understand that you have to control yourself in the markets. Don't let emotions take control of you. Once you see yourself start to get emotional, start to get angry, you lost a trade, close your computer, go outside, go for a walk, go do something to not let your emotions take control of the markets. Because once your emotions take control of that buy and sell button, like say bye-bye to all your money, because that shit is gone. That shit, you already lost in the markets once you let your greed take control of you. If price hit your take profit and you have not exited your trade, you're greedy. If price hit your stop loss and you have not exited your trade, you're being greedy, all right? Accept your losses, accept your wins, hop off the charts after 2 trades, right? If you win your first trade, don't take a second. If you lose your first trade, de-risk, maybe take a second if it is a good setup. If you are forcing a setup just to be green for the day, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, right? Learn to accept the loss, all right? Risk 1% per trade. That is a standard measure to go by all means. If you want to risk more, risk more, risk less, risk less. I do recommend if you want to risk less, do not risk more than 1%. That is just a standard measure to go by, right? If you guys have any questions, just comment them. I'll be there to answer. But this should be the last video of this series. So I hope you guys actually learned something. And if you need any questions, reach out to me. I do have my Discord in bio. I have all my socials in bio. So if you guys have any questions or want to be mentored by me, just reach out. Don't be afraid of asking any questions, all right? Peace out, boys.